Welcome to HDL Laboratory session. So this session deals with how to write the Verilog code for experiment number 6. So here, we have the experiment 6 code means the subject code is 18 ECL 58. So in the syllabus we have the experiment number 6 as write a Verilog code for counter with a given input clock and check whether it works as clock divider performing division of clock by 2, 4, 8 and 16 and verify the functionality of the code. Okay, so first let us understand the given problem or experiment. So here the first part is write the Verilog code for counter, okay, with a given clock. So with given clock we need to write the Verilog code for the counter. So after writing the code for the counter, using that counter means we need to write a logic such that counter should work like a clock divider, so which is in terms of 2, 4, 8 and 16, and we need to verify the results of that. So this is a problem statement, the experiment number 6. So let's go for the source code here. Okay, so how to write the Verilog code for that? So now, as module is keyword and clock underscore division is the module name, so here as we know we need to take clock one input as clock and output as, there are 4 outputs, like the input clock should be divided by the clock division by 2, means clock division by 2, clock division by 4 and clock division by 8 and clock division by 16, and whatever temp is there, so temp is nothing but the counter. Okay, so temp is nothing but we have taken as counter here, and reset is to so if you give the reset, so again it will start from the fresh. Okay, so now we have the port list, we have written as clock input and reset input. Clock and reset are inputs here, and outputs are clock division by 2, 4, 6 and 8, and one more is the counter, the 4-bit counter we have taken. So why 4-bit? So this is nothing but divisible by 2, divisible by 4, divisible by 8 and divisible by 16. So the 4-bit binary counter is enough for that. So now the counter is declared as register as a data type of 3 down to 0, and whatever all clock outputs are there, those are declared as wires of the type. And so suppose if, for example, if you take input clock as 10 megahertz, then the clock division by 2 will be 5 megahertz, divided by 4 will be 2.5, and then further it is there. So here it is in the next slide we can see, and divided by 8 it is 1.25, and next divided by 16 it will be 0.625 kilohertz. Okay, sorry, megahertz. So here the 10 megahertz clock is divided into in terms of 2, 4, 8 and 16. Similarly, if you tell in terms of clock period, so 10 megahertz will have clock period as 100 nanosecond and clock division by 2, so that 5 megahertz frequency has the 200 nanosecond, and divided by 4 will have 400 nanosecond, similarly 800 nanosecond and 1600 nanosecond. Okay, so we have the input, let us consider input clock as 10 megahertz. So we need to write the code for counter. So how to write the code for counter? We need to use always keyword, means always block we need to use. Okay, so always passage of clock or passage of reset. So passage of reset means it is active high. If the reset is high, then the output will be 0. So in between, suppose if you want to reset the counter, okay, if you give reset like this, then at that time the counter, okay, if you give the reset like this, at this time the counter output will be 0. So if this is a reset and this is a counter, okay, so if reset high, temp equal to 0, else if reset is low, then temp equal to temp plus 1, means at the first clock initially if you give reset temp equal to 0, at next clock temp equal to 0 plus 1, so it will become 1. In the next clock that is 1 plus 1, it will be 2. So like that it will go on increasing. So once it becomes 15, again if you add plus, so it will be 0. So again 0 to 15, 0 to 15, it will go on counting the values. Okay, so temp will generate the values from 0 to 15. So next, how to, so this is a code of counter. So how this counter should be used as a clock divider? So that can be done by using, so here, so clock division by 2, the first output means division by 2 can be achieved by assigning the first bit of the counter. Okay, the first bit, as it is temp is 4 bits, the first bit of the counter, for example, that is, as we see, temp of 0. Okay, the temp of 0 will be divided by 2, temp of 1 will be divided by 2, divided by 4, and divided by 4, divided by 6, 8, and divided by 16. Okay, it is similarly like 0 0 0, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 1 0, and 0 0 1 1. So this is 0th bit, 1 bit, second bit, and third bit. So every clock, the first bit will be toggle, and every 2 clocks the second bit will be toggle, every 4 clocks, every 8 clocks. So if you take this one 0 1, so this 0 1 you can write as 0 1 0 1, like that, the 0 bit. So this we call as 1 clock. Okay, so to generate 0, the main clock, 1 clock will be used. To generate 1, one more clock will be there. So the first bit 0 1 0 1, 0 1 will be generated, that is nothing but this is main clock, 1 clock, so 1 clock and 2 clocks. Okay, so the 2 clocks will be used here, so that is divided by 2, 0th bit. Similarly, the next bit, first bit and second bit and third bit, so like that, that will be, the second bit will be the first, this is will be divided by 2, and this will be divided by 4, this will be divided by 8, and this will be divided by 16. Okay, so this is how the clock division will work. It means we can generate, we can divide the input clock frequency by assigning the values. Okay, by so by assigning the values in temp 0 1 2 3. So what we have seen now. Okay, so now the same source code in the tool. Okay, so this is a project. So what we have given the name clock underscore div, and here this actually, for clock division this is enough. The temp you can use as a counter to verify the results, it will be useful. And this is the declaration part, this is declaration part, and here are data types what you have declared, and this is the 2 lines comments what you have written. This is for all clock division 8 16. So what is the frequency and what is the time period, it will looks like that we have written. And here is, as I told, this is the code for counter, and this is the code for the clock division. So this will be the source code for the counter and the clock division. The same, the code written in Xilinx ISC tool, and it is compiled, and we got the synthesis successfully, means it is synthesized, the code is synthesized, means there are no errors, as it is showing green, no errors and the warnings here. Okay, similarly, once we return the code, we need to write the test bench for that. So what is a test bench? So test bench is a code, so which is written to test the main code, that is the counter and the clock division. Okay, so whatever the outputs, inputs for the source code, so that must be declared as register, and whatever outputs of source code, that must be declared as ys. So after that, the instantiation. Okay, so whatever the module name we have used in the source code, that we need to write, and what are the inputs and outputs we need to write here. Mapping means for which code we are writing the test bench, so that we need to map here, that we call as instantiation. And here we are giving the inputs. Okay, initial begin, So whatever we are seeing, the okay, so whatever we are seeing initial and begin, so within that we need to give the inputs. So what are the inputs? One is clock and one more is reset. Okay, so clock is declared as 0 and reset, so usually we should give as a clock pulse. If it is active high, you should give as 0 1 0. So that's what how it has given 0 1 0. And as it is 10 megahertz, so 10 megahertz means input clock 100 nanosecond time period, so 50 off period and 50 on period. So 50 off period and 50 on period, that's what the delay has given 50. Always hash, okay, this is giving the reset, and after the begin and end we have used always and hash 50 50 nanosecond off period and 50 nanosecond on period. So totally the 10 megahertz will be generated in the test bench. Okay, so this is how to give the input in the Xilinx IC code. And here the simulation is selected, and test bench, you selected the file. If you double click the simulator behavior, you will get the outputs. So that output is looking like here. So what we are seeing, so the first one is main clock, so main clock 10 megahertz clock, this one, and this is the reset. Okay, so reset has, as I told, the reset is generated like this, one pulse. And after the reset, we can see here during the reset all outputs are 0, means you can see the count value is 0. Okay, as we are seeing, the count value is 0 during the reset. So next edge, okay, next edge clock, next rising edge. Okay, the next rising edge of the clock, so it starts counting. So temp 1 means temp 1. Okay, so temp 1 means here this is a decimal value, what we are showing is decimal value. So temp 1 means 0001. Okay, so 000 is the initial, next it will become 1. Okay, so next the next value 00, okay, you can see here 000 001 and 0010. Okay, so this is what we are saying, initially 0 and again it is 1 and again it is 0. Okay, so this clock, whatever the first bit, okay, the first bit of the temp, so if you take temp as 000, the first bit, that is 0 1 2 3, the first bit, okay, this clock we are calling as divide by 2. So how we can say as divide by 2 is, so we can see here the starting point of this clock and end point of this clock, we are seeing two clocks here. The two clocks are, you can see here 1 and 2 clocks are covered. Okay, so that is divide by 2. So if you take this second divide by 4, if you see here 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here, so 2 to 5, so 0 1 and 2 to 5, so 4 clocks it is there, so 4 clocks of the main, so that is divided by 4. And similarly, so divide by 8 means, if you see exactly here 4 and here 4 5 6 7 and 8 9 10 11, so totally 8 clocks, so that is divided by, so if it is by taking 8 clocks, so this is 1 clock, that is divided by 8. So similarly, if you take this, sorry, if you take exactly from 8 it will start. Okay, and okay, you can see it here only, it will be more clear, because once you start here 0 and here you can catch from 0 to 15, so 16 clocks, 0 to 15 16 clocks. Or okay, so this is what, how to show the divide by 16. Or if you take 8 also, like earlier 8 and here 8 and here up to 7, means 8 to 15 and 0 to 7. So 16 clocks. So like this it will divide the input clock, and we can have the divide by 2, divide by 4, and divide by 8, and divide by 16 clocks. So this is how the process or the code, so which will generate divide by 2, 4, 6, 8 and 16. Like that we can divide by 32, 64, 128, so like that by using the counter. Okay, so here, so as the each passage, okay, so at each passage the counter will be running here, means counter will be incremented at each clock. Okay, and the whatever the clocks are generated, the bits, 4 bits will generate the first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, we need to assign to particular outputs. Okay, so this is a source code, and this is a test bench how to give the reset and clock, how to generate the continuous. So this is a method, always hash 50 clock, not a 50, so not clock. So this will generate continuous clock. Okay, so we can see here the continuously the clock is generated, not like the forced clock here. Okay, so this is a experiment 6. Write Verilog code for counter and generate and divide the clock input clock frequency. Okay, thank you.